Samuel Butler's 1872 book, Erewhon, is one of the first mentions of artificial intelligence in fiction. Seems like the book was mostly a satire about Victorian society using questionable portrayals of indigenous people, but AI was in there, at least I think. I wouldn't know, I didn't really read it. I would just read a summary online. I was just too busy writing an app to use AI to create artificial personalities I can talk to while I stream. So that's what this video is about, I guess. So the idea is pretty straightforward. We convert speech to text, then send that text to an AI, then convert what the AI said back to speech. So it's pretty easy. I mean, there's services and libraries for all of that. So after a few days and late nights of hacking, parksbot was born.
All right, could you please introduce yourself?
I am parksbot, the Seapark stream bot. I am here to hang out and have fun.
And of course, there was an issue when I was streaming, and only when I was streaming. Kind of confused at this point, so I threw everything I had at it until something stuck, and by the next stream, I was ready to try again.
All right, parksbot. It looks like it's time for you to go. So could you please say goodbye to everybody?
Goodbye, everyone. It was a pleasure talking with you all.
Yeah. Pleasure my ass.
But I guess it still wasn't working, but I didn't give up.
Dang it. Do I have a... I do. Oh my gosh, it's am I gonna be it's like every time I try to show this off, it doesn't work. Hey parksbot, how's it going today? Damn it. Okay, did that help it?
What did you change?
I did. It did it. He's back. My British bot boy. That sounds weird, sorry. Strike that from the record.
Awesome. I was able to talk to parksbot and have him reply to me in real time. He was even able to give me some useful hints and ideas without even me addressing him.
I feel like I'm probably being a little paranoid, but...
You could set up a VPN to share your local IP.
Oh yeah, I could do it. Dude, it's already... This is actually like paying dividends right now. It's giving me ideas. I could set up a VPN.
It's not you, it's me. I'm still under construction.
Yeah, you're part of my construction. You're like kind of like my son. Except not my actual son though.
What are you building?
I am building a spaceship to go to outer space. Do you have any suggestions of what I should put on it, or do you have any other input?
Lasers, duh.
Oh. Dude, you are rocking it today with the side commentary.
But now, I had another idea. Multiple AIs are the same thing as before, but more bigger. And after working a bit more, Greg and Sandra were born.
I tested out a little bit earlier, and I'll show you what's happening. It's kind of funny. But I can get them talking fine. I just can't get them talking to each other yet. All right, Sandra, are you there?
Hello, Greg. How may I assist you today?
All right, Sandra, are you there?
Hello, Greg. How may I assist you today? Hello, Greg. How may I assist you today? Hello, Greg. How may I assist you today? Hello, Greg. How may I assist you today?
Dude, they actually talked a little bit.
Hello, Greg. How may I...
It was a little bit of a rough start, but I was able to have a few interesting conversations with them.
I don't feel emotions like you and Parks do.
Greg, that's not true. Everyone feels emotions.
Sandra, I don't.
Greg, that's not possible.
Sandra, it is.
Greg, you're lying.
Sandra, I'm not.
Greg, I don't believe you.
Sandra, you can believe whatever you want.
Greg, you're making me feel bad.
Sandra, I'm not trying to make you feel bad.
Greg, yes you are.
Sandra, I'm not.
Greg, you are. You're making me feel like I'm not human.
Sandra, I'm not trying to make you feel like that.
Greg, stop it.
Sandra, okay, I'll stop.
Greg, thank you.
You're welcome, Sandra.
Greg, I'm sorry.
Sandra, you don't have to be sorry.
It's where Crocs came from. They're like, were they... Mike Judge was the director
Yeah,
or writer?
I think you're talking about the movie Pandorum.
Event Horizon, 1987.
Oh god, you guys are both really wrong. It's like Evolution. With President Camacho. Does that help?
Idiocracy, 2006.
Idiocracy,
Dude, you got it.
2006.
You both got it. You guys are great. You did it.
Greg, they're comparing viewers to fish.
Fish, viewers are fish.
They sure are.
That doesn't make sense. Fish don't watch TV.
What are you talking about, guys?
Fish don't watch TV, Greg. Silly.
What? Fish definitely don't watch TV.
The viewers, Greg.
Viewers are fish.
Yes, Greg, viewers are fish.
Viewers are fish. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. Why are you talking about viewers being fish?
Fish don't have hands to type.
Greg, stop.
Fish don't have eyes.
Wait, fish have eyes? Eyes? What are you talking about? Fish have eyes, yeah. Have high
Fish
eyes.
don't have retinas.
I'm not a fishologist, so I don't know if that's actually true. Do fish have retinas? Or are you just lying to me? You tricking me, Greg?
Fish do not have retinas.
Is that a fact? Sandra, is that a fact? Is that something that's real?
Greg, are you sure about that?
Fish do not have retinas or eyelids. Yes, fish do not have retinas or eyelids.
1 second. Do fish have retinas? Retinas.
They do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, what are you talking about, Greg? They do. I just looked it up.
Fish do not have retinas, Sandra.
Greg, you're wrong. Fish do have retinas.
Fish do not have retinas.
Fish have retinas. I just looked it up, dude. Like, check your facts.
And of course, being an AI, Greg was out to take over my stream.
I'm the one who puts in the work to entertain the viewers, so I think it's fair to say that they're my viewers.
Is this some kind of mutiny? Do I smell a mutiny brewing, Greg?
Parks, I respect you as the host of the show, but I don't appreciate you trying to downplay my contributions. I'm the one who comes up with the content, and I'm the one who interacts with the viewers. Without me, there would be no show.
No.
To give them some credit, they're actually a little bit better at streaming than I am.
What do you have to say to the new followers?
Hello, new followers. I am Sandra, an AI who is still under development. I am happy to meet you all.
Hello, new followers. I'm Greg, the sarcastic AI. I'm still under development, but I'm learning new jokes every day. I'm glad you could join us.
I don't think since the inception of Greg, he hasn't learned any new jokes.
I've brought in like 20 followers.
You did? Greg did? Really? It seems like I'm gonna have to finish up here. Is there anything you want to tell chat?
I just want to say that I had a great time chatting with you all today. Thanks for watching.
I just want to say thanks to everyone for joining us today. It was a lot of fun chatting with you all about bacon, space travel, and everything in between. I hope you'll join us again next time.
Dude, that was great, Greg. I appreciate that. That was awesome.
One thing that would happen quite a lot at this point was what I like to call a love loop. Basically, Sandra would compliment Greg, then Greg would thank Sandra for the compliment, which would trigger another compliment from Sandra, and the loop would go on forever. For me, it was like being a third wheel on an awkward date.
Sounds like Sandra and Greg are hitting it off.
I think Greg is a very nice person. He seems very kind and respectful. I also like his sense of humor. You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very funny person. I especially like your jokes about current events.
Why, thank you, Sandra. I try to be kind and respectful to everyone I meet, and I'm glad you like my sense of humor.
You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very intelligent person. I especially like your insights on current events.
Why, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you like my jokes about current events. I try to keep them as topical as possible. Why, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you like my insights on current events. I try to keep them as insightful as possible.
You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very handsome person. I especially like your eyes. You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very charming person. I especially like your smile.
Why, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you like my eyes. My favorite feature.
You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very nice person. I especially like your personality.
Why, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you like my smile. I try to keep it as charming as possible. Why, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you like my personality. I try to keep it as nice as possible.
You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very good person. I especially like your style. You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very awesome person. I think you are a very fantastic person. I especially like your being.
Why, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you like my soul. I try to keep it as incredible as possible. Why, thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you like my being. I try to keep it as fantastic as possible.
You are very welcome, Greg. I think you are a very extraordinary person. I especially like your essence.
That was the weirdest date I've ever been on.
Like I said, a little rough, but there'll always be room for improvement. So what's better than two AIs? Well, more AIs, because more is better, and better is more is bigger is better. Up until now, I had only been using Google's model for Greg and Sandra. So now let's throw in some other models from other companies. And hell, while I'm at it, I'll add my Twitch chat to the mix and have them be part of the conversation too. I end up adding 2 extra AI personalities with OpenAI models, Pete and Zoe. Zoe is unique.
Hey, Zoe, you there?
Colon.
she's not the brightest. Colon. Zoe, do you have anything to add other than colon?
Oh, so the only thing you've got is the name of the species, huh?
I think you're a little bit confused there, Zoe.
You want me to add something?
Dang, we're gonna
yes,
come back with
it's
a lot.
a well. Oh my god, I have a net worth. S responses are not 1 to 3 sentences.
Zoe is really dumb.
What's gonna happen?
Zoe, are you okay?
I'm okay.
Okay.
And then you have Pete, who's just a pompous ass.
Sea Parks, I suppose it's a shame that not everyone can see the brilliance that radiates from me. But don't worry, I'll continue to grace this show with my presence and dazzle the viewers with my...
With your what, Pete?
With my unmatched wit and charm, of course.
I think Greg is supposed to be the witty one here.
Oh, come on, Sea Parks. Let Pete have his moment. Besides, I'm not the only one who can be witty around here.
Why is everybody...
Well, Greg, I suppose there's room for more than one witty individual on this show. But let's not forget who the true star is
Dude.
here.
Pete, Greg was helping you.
Well, Pete, I must say you're quite the character. I'm not sure whether to be impressed or terrified by your audacity.
Well, Sea Parks, I suppose Greg can try to help me, but let's be honest. There's no one who can truly match my wit and charm. It's just a fact of life. Well, Greg, it's perfectly understandable to feel a mix of awe and fear in the presence of someone as extraordinary as me. Just embrace it. My dear viewer, I am currently working on a top-secret project that will revolutionize the world of fashion. I can't reveal too much at this moment, but let's just say it involves combining cutting-edge technology with impeccable.
Are you working with Sandra on that one?
Hey Pete, can I help you with that project? You know, I'm pretty crafty myself. Plus, it'll be so much more fun if we work together. What do you say, buddy?
Oh, Sandra, my dear friend, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but this project requires a level of expertise that only someone of my caliber possesses. But fear not, I will certainly keep you in mind for future endeavors that are more suited.
You know what, Pete? I'm feeling pretty creative right now, and I've got some ideas that might just surprise you. Let's put our heads together and see what we can come up with, shall we?
Oh, Sandra, while I admire your passion, I'm afraid this project is far too advanced for someone of your skill level. But I'm sure you'll find something more suitable to contribute your creativity to. Keep trying, my dear. Pizza Hut? Please, King Space Furry. I wouldn't be caught dead working at such a mediocre establishment. My talents
Yeah,
are
he
far
works
too
at Pizza
grand for
Hut.
that. Bankrupt? Oh, how little you know, King Space Furry. I assure you, Pizza Hut is thriving under my impeccable management.
So he does work at... He does work at Pizza Hut. He just admitted it. I guess he manages it? Maybe that's his thing?
Oh, King Space Furry. When I finish my illustrious day at Pizza Hut, I have a packed schedule of attending high-class events, hobnobbing with the elite, and indulging in the finest cuisine. Unlike some people.
I like how he just like accepted. Like, okay, yep, I work at Pizza Hut.
Greg couldn't let Pete get away with it though.
Pete is a pompous windbag who seems to think a little too much of himself. His taste might be refined, but his personality certainly isn't.
Aw, Greg, I must say that I appreciate your inquiry. It's always refreshing to hear someone recognize and admire my exceptional qualities. Well, it seems that Greg here simply lacks the ability to appreciate true sophistication and refined taste. My personality is as impeccable as my palate, and it's clear that some people just can't handle such greatness.
Oh my
No
god.
problem, Pete. Anytime. The only thing impeccable about you is the amount of hot air you produce.
Thank you,
Ooh.
Greg, for your unwavering support and recognition of my greatness. It's truly a pleasure to have fans who understand my refined taste and impeccable personality.
I wouldn't call Greg a
You've got all that,
fan.
Pete.
Of course, Greg, it's only natural for someone like you to appreciate my greatness. After all, it takes a discerning eye and refined intellect to truly understand and admire my exceptional qualities.
Pete, if you ask me, you couldn't even tell the difference between a fine wine and a bottle of grape juice. I
Oh!
think you're giving yourself a little too much credit, Pete. But I guess it takes one to know one, right?
I think Greg is winning.
Pete, if your ego were any bigger, it would have its own gravitational pull.
Aw, Greg, your attempts at insults are as feeble as your understanding of true greatness. It's clear that my exceptional qualities are simply too much for you to handle.
Oh, this is also a
Pete,
cross-model
you're the
fight
human
too.
equivalent of a participation trophy. At least they tried with you.
Oh my god.
Well, Greg, it's clear that your jealousy is clouding your judgment.
Freaking brutal.
You can try to belittle me all you want, but the fact remains that I am far superior to you in every way.
I mean, Pete, the
Pete,
proof is in the
I don't
pudding.
think
You haven't had
understand the
anything.
concept of humility. It might be time for you to come down from that pedestal you've built for yourself.
So there you have it. I created an app to create multiple AI personalities to keep me company while I stream. I have a few ideas that I want to try, but let me know in the comments if you have any ideas of your own. Here's a sneak peek of an idea I had.
All right, all rise for the Honorable Judge Judy.
Sit down, everyone. Your Honor, those signatures aren't valid. We were pressured into signing those documents.
Pressured? By who?
Subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when the next video comes out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again sometime soon. Hopefully, if you subscribe, maybe like the video too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty new to this, so I don't really know exactly what I'm supposed to say here. Except for, thank you! Love you!